7. That's 1804. I need some lip chat too. Alright, so number 7. So I'm doing number 7. This is the Lone Star review. That we've been working on. We started working on this on Monday, I think. So question number 7 says, in the xy plane, what is the y-intercept of the graph of the equation y is equal to 2 times x plus 3 minus x plus 4? So we're looking for the y-intercept of y is equal to 2. Can you see that marker? That's okay. 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 4. Can you see that? It's a little ashy, huh? You see it? Okay, cool. Alright, so it says, what's the y-intercept? Anytime when do you know what a y-intercept is, Melanin? When they ask for the y-intercept, what can you tell me about the y-intercept? I know you eating. I'm trying to type, huh? I'm eating, but I'm here, girl. Think about it for a minute. I should have told Biggie we was getting on. I figured everybody had something to do tonight. So think about that, or even look. I know you're eating. Where it intersects the y-axis. Yeah. So for that to happen, so this is what you're gonna do to be able to solve this question. When it asks you for the y-intercept, that means it's gonna cross the graph at the y-axis. The only way it's able to cross the y-axis is if the x is equal to 0. That's the only way, because remember, x goes this direction and y goes this direction. So the only way that it can cross the y-axis is when x is equal to 0. So we're going to use that to our advantage. We're going to say, what does y equal when x is equal to 0? So when x is equal to 0, it's going to give me my y-intercept. It's going to tell me where the graph is crossing the y-axis at. All you have to do is substitute in 0 everywhere there is an x. Okay? So we have the equation y is equal to 2 times 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 4. This was x and this was x. So I want to know how the graph acts when I make the x equal 0. When all you have is numbers on this side, you're going to solve and it's going to give you what the y is equal to. Excuse me. So y is equal to whatever this is going to solve out to be. And we're going to always do what's inside the parentheses first. So I have 2 times 3 plus times negative 4. And then you have to go in order. So you have to do this multiplication first, and then it don't really matter, 4. And then you have to go in order. So you have to do this multiplication first, and then it don't really matter. I was like, well, my whole phone just turned off too, so, okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened. That's fine. You said you having issues too? Okay. That's fine. Okay, so we have y is equal to 2 times 3, which is 6. And then we have 6 times negative 4, so y is equal to negative 24. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to negative 24, which means the graph is going to cross the y-axis at negative 24. So the answer for number 7 would be 8. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's probably what happened, because I had asked you a question and it got quiet. I was like, uh-oh. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so did you see anything I had said about, did you miss anything on this problem that I need to go back over? Hey, Raven, you made it. I made it back today. Most of it? You missed most of it or you got most of it? I'm sorry. I see. I know. I'm sorry. Oh, you missed most of it. Okay, I'll redo it. Hi, Raven. I'm so sorry about yesterday too, but I was saying at the beginning though, I'm gonna start putting them, the recordings on YouTube because I can do longer videos on YouTube. So if you do miss the live, like I have the one from Monday, it's already posted on there. Okay. Okay. So let's do this one again. So when we talk about the y-intercept, Melanin had told me that the y-intercept is wherever the graph intersects, which is, oh, my bad. Hold on. Hold on. Because I left out. Hold on. Okay. You been practicing? Good. Good. All right. It should be right now. Hi. Thank you for liking the live. I don't be want to sound like the people that be on there, but I ain't trying to disrespect y'all. You took the time to hit the heart. Okay, so we talked about the y-intercept is when x is equal to 0. So you want to find out whenever x is equal to 0, what does y equal? So remember, we're trying to determine where does the graph intersect the y-axis at. Okay, if I have a line and I draw it, the only time that happens is when x is equal to 0 because I'm not moving anywhere on to the left or to the right. Okay, if I don't move anywhere to the left or to the right, that means that I'm on the y-axis, and that's how I determine what the intercept is. Now, I'm going to use this information so that I can find what y is equal to. I'm going to insert 0 everywhere there's an x. All right, so now y is equal to 2 times 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 4. Why did I put 0 right there? What was the purpose of me putting a 0 inside this equation? I want to solve for y, and x is always 0 when we're solving for the y. Okay? So when we're trying to find the y-intercept, we have to put a 0 in there. So now we're going to solve for y. And y is already chilling over here to the side by itself. So we're just going to focus on this side over here. We're not going to mess with nothing on the other side because it's already rearranged to be y. Anytime we have parentheses, we do that. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. What comes first in this equation? What am I going to do? Y is equal to... Oh, where y'all go? What's the first? Am I going to add first, subtract, multiply? What do I do first? Parentheses first. Right. So I'm going to do 2 times 0 plus 3 is just 0. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. What's my next step? Good job, Melanin. Hey, Tony. Multiply. So I'm going to go in order. 2 times 3 is 6, and then negative 4, and then y is equal to 6 times negative 4, which is negative 24. So whenever x is 0, because remember these were x's at the beginning, so whenever x is 0, y is negative 24, which means that the graph is going to cross the y-axis at negative 24, so that would be answer choice A. Raven, I'm not sure if you know what we're going over, but this is the Lone Star review. The TSI Math Lone Star College review. That's what we're using. I passed my... Hey, Damien, stop it. Don't say that. Oh, congratulations. Thank you. That was you who did the work. You did the work. You studied and watched the videos, and congratulations. Oh, you ain't got your notebook? Okay. I know, right, Damien? I didn't even know you was. Congrats. So that's going to give everybody hope. You got a melanin tech search tomorrow in the morning. When you take it in the morning? Raven, do I need to lead this up? Z said, was the test hard, Damien? Very good. Hey, Z. Okay, y'all can take it down? Okay. Oh, okay. You was gonna go tomorrow. I thought you was for Saturday. So when you had said you was gonna take it tomorrow, I was like, I thought she was going on Saturday. Okay. I don't know if Damien came and left. He just wanted to share his good news with us. Raven, I'm sorry. I don't know if you said you had. I think you said you got it. You going tomorrow? You trying to just get it on out the way, huh? You got it? Okay. All right. So number 8 is next. I feel you should go tomorrow if you feel like you're ready to already go. Go ahead and go. You gonna study? Okay. Okay. I had to do it here in the morning at 9, from 9 to something. So you can email me questions. I should be done by like 1 if you have a question. Okay, so this one, what type of question is this? So if y'all are looking at number 8 on the paper, it's asking x to the power of 4 minus 1 is equal to, and then they give you these answer choices, right? So they give you x plus 1 times x minus 1 times x squared plus 1. If you don't know, like, what are they asking you to do? What do we need to do on this question? Anybody know? Tony says solve for x factor. Yeah, they are closing my job at 1. Oh, okay, okay. So Tony says solve for x pi. So yes, hey Miss Jackson, solve for x factor. Now here we essentially usually would solve for x. Z says factor. So I want you to look at the answer choices. So these are the answer choices that they give you. So we went from this, and they want us to put it in the form of this. So that means that we're going to have to factor it. You get something to eat? Huh? You get something to eat? No, I made popcorn. Are you still full? Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't do it till like 5. Oh, okay. My bad, y'all. Okay, so right here, this is an expanded form of this. We're trying to match which one of these equals that. So we're going to have to go backwards. Or, what's another way you can solve it? Because we can always use the answers to help us. So just because, let's say we don't know how to factor, then what would be the opposite of factoring to get to here? What would we need to do to this to get to here? What would we do? So when you say elimination, what do you mean? How do we do it? How would we eliminate the answers? Oh, and Raven, if you want to talk, you can request to join the live, and I'll add you. You don't have to turn your camera on or nothing. But sometimes it's easier to talk. So you're welcome to request to join, and then you can so we can talk back and forth. But up to you. On a question like this, can we plug in 1 for x to work it out? If you plug in a 1 down here, you also have to plug in a 1 up here, because you're trying to, so you can put a 1 in, but you have to, because you're trying to see which one, when we get to the end, they match. So if we put 1 in here, then we also have to put a 1 in here, because they need to be the same. So you said eliminate to simplify. So we would simplify these Yes. So Z has, I think it was Z that said you have to factor, which is what you're going to do. Now, if you went backwards, you would literally solve this out. So this would be x minus 1 to the power of 4. I would sit here and do x minus 1 times x minus 1 times x minus 1 times x minus 1. Because this is the answer to these. This is giving me the answer to one of these equations. And these equations is the factored version of this. So what you have to understand about factoring means that I'm taking, like for instance, give me factors for the number 6. What are factors for the number 6? What would be factors for the number 6? Two and 3. Very good. What would be factors for the number 12? 6 and 2. So I'm finding two numbers that multiply together to equal the answer, right? I'm looking for two numbers that multiply together that equal the answer. So same thing here. I'm looking for two sets of information that, or 3, whatever, how many ever sets of information. When I multiply them together, fireworks going off. When I multiply them together, they give me x to the power of 4 minus 1. Let's say you don't understand how to factor. So here, I already see this would be x squared, but these are all negative, and a negative times a negative is a what? Two negatives make a positive. So we know this not going to be the answer, because that answer going to be positive, so we're going to take that one away. Because let's say I don't know how to factor, and I'm just trying to get to the answer. Same thing here. I can multiply it and say x plus 1 cubed would be x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay? Once again, hold on. Okay, Raven, I accepted you. Let me see if I can do...
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay.
I'm gonna be on mute because it's like a lot of firecrackers.
Oh, I know they popping them over here too. It's all right. We probably can't hear them. It's fine. Okay. So here I will multiply again. And so that's the same. You kind of get, y'all understand? Oh, melanin service went out. Oh, I'm sorry. You're struggling. Oh, man. Okay. So same thing here. If you wanted to work backwards and use the answers, I would always encourage y'all to use the answers if you're not quite sure how to solve the problem. So I'm looking at answer choice C. I'm trying to either get from the answers to this problem, or if I know how to factor, then I'm going to break this problem down and it's going to match one of these answers. But let's just say I'm only good at multiplying polynomials, and I know if I multiply them, eventually I'm going to get to this, right? So let's keep doing that. I know x times x, of course, is x to the 4th. But now I have a positive 1 times a positive 1, which is positive 1, times positive 1, which is positive 1, times negative 1. Did that give me what I needed, though? I'm like, that could be it. Could that really be it? I don't know. No, it's not, because that doesn't work. Because that's not essentially what they're looking for. It looks like it could be the answer, but it's not. It's actually going to be A. Said your service went out. So we have to keep going and make sure and see, okay, what happened here? So let me look at it again, because I know that's not the answer. And make sure I wrote it right. So we have x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x plus 1, and I might not didn't write it down, times x minus 1. So this will be x squared. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because when I do FOIL, that's right. This is what's going to happen. So watch what happens. You have to know how to multiply polynomials. You can only do 2 at a time. Okay? No, you would think it would be C, but it's not. I'm going to show you why. When you take the first two polynomials and you multiply them, you get x squared plus 2x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. You see what happened? You end up getting a trinomial, which means it's not going to equal out to be that. So you would think that I could just multiply everything together, but it doesn't work like that. When you multiply polynomials, you have to multiply everything in the first one times everything in the second one, and it's not giving me x to the power 4 minus 1. So you have to be mindful if you do this method, do I understand how to multiply polynomials? So that wouldn't be the right answer either. This one is x plus 1 times x plus 1, then x minus 1 times x minus 1. But good try, Nina. You was close. Same thing. This would be x squared plus 2x plus 1. This would be x squared minus 2x plus 1. Same. It's not going to work. Okay? That's not going to work either because the end is positive 1 and I need it to be negative 1. So, of course, we're only left with the last answer, which is A. So I have x squared. I have a negative x and a positive x, which means I don't have any x's left. And then I have minus 1 times x squared plus 1. So now I have x to the power of 4. Once again, I have a positive and a negative. This would be x squared, and then this would be minus x squared. So that means they both cancel out and go away. My last thing would be minus 1. So this is the same as that, and that is my answer. You missed school? Raven and Melanin and whoever else is watching. Does that make sense? I know it's a lot. I'm going to do it the other way too.
Yes, it does.
Very good. All right, so let's just say you know how to factor. Just because I want to put both ways on there. Let's say you know how to factor and you say, okay, this is x to the 4th power minus 1. It's a difference of squares. It's 2 terms, which means that it can only be, it's a binomial. So the middle term has to disappear. So you have to say, what did I multiply to get x squared, which would be, x to the power 4, which would be x squared times x squared. Then what did I do to get a negative 1? Well, that would be a positive 1 and a negative 1. What they ended up doing on the answer choices is they broke the first one down a little bit further. Not the first one, they broke this one down. And that's why they ended up having x squared minus 1. X plus 1. Shoot. And x minus 1. Because when you do that, it ends up canceling out the middle term. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not comfortable with factoring, then you're going to have to go through all the answers and solve it, which is totally fine. Because you have to kind of know what the rules are of factoring to be able to factor something like this because it's a perfect square binomial. So if you're not comfortable with perfect square binomials, then you're going to be like, I have no idea what that is. So just go backwards and use the answers. Whatever makes it easier for you all. You're just trying to pass this test so that you can go to regular college algebra and you don't have to be in developmental math. Raven, when do you take your test? I forgot when you had told me. Oh, Raven went away. Okay. Do you all know the exponent rules? What would you do for this one?
Hello, I'm back. What was
Hey.
that?
Hmm?
I had to step away for a second, but I heard my name.
Oh, I forgot what I said. Well, y'all, what did I say? I think I was just asking if it made sense. I don't know. It wasn't nothing like serious or nothing.
Oh
You're
yeah,
good.
answer choice A. I mean 8. I get it.
You did okay, yeah. Because I was saying, I think I was talking about factoring going the other way, but really having to understand factoring. But it's fine. All good. Melanin, did you get locked out again? Are you good? Are you here? She take her test tomorrow. That's really why we here trying to hype Melanin up. I need some good chat. Y'all are dedicated. It's the 4th of July. It's a holiday. They outside popping fireworks and you in here studying math? Oh, I think I asked when do you take your test, Raven?
I take mine on the 8th, so Monday.
Monday. Okay. Okay. So y'all right there together. Yes, Melanin. Exponent is the number of times we multiply the base. So same thing. Let's say you really don't know like the tricks and the shortcuts. Write it all the way out because that's how I solved it when I was on my paper. This says that I'm going to rewrite the base. This number, how many times do I rewrite it? I'm going to rewrite all this information. I'm going to rewrite it. How many times?
3.
3. So I'm going to rewrite this, whatever's in the parentheses. So I'm going to say 3x squared y cubed times 3x squared y cubed times 3x squared y cubed. So I took care of that. Now I would keep going. Yes, the divine hottie. Yes. Now I still have, I'm not done. What am I gonna do now? Because it tells me to rewrite the base how many ever times it tells me, right? So this first one, what do I do here? How would I expand that? How would I expand this first factor?
Also write out squared.
Yes, very good. So I'm gonna say 3, and then I'm gonna say x. How many x's do I have? You said x squared, so that would be. What about the y cubed? Do I need to write it out too?
Yes.
Yes. So I have 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna repeat this. 3, 2 x's, 3 y's. Do it again. 3, 2 x's, 3 y's. Now all of my exponents are gone. Yes, Melanin. All of my exponents are gone. What we can do here is now write this as a simplified exponential expression. I have 1, 2, 3, but we always going to multiply our numbers out, right? So what's 3 times 3 times 3? And if you need to group everything together, like put your greens with your greens, your blues with your blues, your orange with your oranges, you can do that too. You can rearrange them on your page so everything is matching.
It's 27.
27. Very good. So I have 27. And then how many x's do I need to write? X to the, how would I write that out? Very good, Z.
Power
Say it again.
6.
Yes, very good. So x, I have 6 factors of x, 2, 4, 6, and then my y's are going to be
9.
y to the power 9. So that would be your final answer, which is answer choice D. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
It does. Melanin. So do you know your rules, Raven? Like a power raised to a power, what would I do to everything inside of that? Good job, Z.
Like you would multiply everything.
Yeah, so you can always do that too, and it would have been when eventually, I mean immediately it'd have been y to the power 9, x to the power 6, and then 3 cubed would have been 27. Very good. So just in case y'all don't, then that would be the way you would do it. Melanin, do you know your rules or would it be Z you as well? Is it better to write everything out, or have y'all memorized the rules yet? I don't even know what differentiation. What is that, man? I'm gonna show it that way too, just because we are. Yes, ma'am. You know your rules? Okay. So let's show it like that real quick. Raven, you want to walk us through it when you do your rules? You don't have to if you don't want to. I just do it. Because if you can teach somebody else, you the bomb.com.
Um,
Like,
I'll pass on this one.
why you acting like that? Okay. Anybody else? No? Everybody like, no. So you said you multiply everything, so you're going to multiply all exponents. Everybody gets a 3 to the power of 3, right? So this will then be 3 cubed. This will be x, and this is 2 times 3. Then y cubed times 3. That's it. And then we have 3 to the power of 3, which gave us 27. X to the 2 times 3, which gives us x to the power of 6. I'm going to get a new marker. And then y to the power of 3 times 3, which gives us y to the power of 9. Just like that. So if you know the rules and you can apply them correctly, then you can absolutely do them. But if not, then you got to do that. Okay? All right, so let's do number what are we on? 10?
Yeah, 10.
Okay. Did you have any specific questions, Raven or Melanie?
No, but the one we're about to work on, I do need help with that one.
Okay. Okay. I know Melanie compute. No. Okay. I think I seen Miss Escobar log in. I know I got on here for a quick minute. I got somebody taking a test tomorrow. Let's see. All right. So square root of 5 minus x is equal to 4. So we're solving something. Yes, I jumped on for a second. I was gonna make a. I wasn't positive if I was gonna get on or not. And by the time I was gonna thought about putting a story about it, I just went ahead and jumped on. I got somebody taking the test tomorrow or Saturday, so I know Walter had a little bit more time. But hello, happy 4th of July. We doing math. um. Our whole purpose, remember 5 minus x, what's the goal? What's our purpose here? It says to solve. Oh, it didn't even tell us. Oh, yeah, so we're looking for what x is equal to. We're solving for x, right? We want to get x what? If we solve for x, that means we need to get x what?
By itself?
By itself, okay? And it's underneath this radicand. How do I bust it up out of there?
Yeah, I forgot how to do that. Do you multiply everything by 2 or?
So very close. You don't multiply by 2, but what's the opposite of taking the square root of something?
Divide.
Close. Somebody said square root 4. Yeah, so you're going to put it to the power. That must be Walter. So you're going to square it. Okay? So we're going to square everything first. Picky, because the opposite, the only way to get rid of this, I can't take the square root of 4 because whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. Since this side is already square rooted, I can't double root it. Does that make sense? I think it's Picky. I don't know. I don't want to mess up your name. P-I-K-A-I. So I'm going to square both sides of the equation. So I'm going to square this side and I'm going to square this side. Now, the opposite of taking the square root is squaring it. Picky, okay. And then that relieves it goes bye-bye, okay? So now I'm left with 5 minus x is equal to 4 squared, which is 16. Now I got something normal that I can solve, okay? And then you just do your regular solving. What I do next? Hey, Isaac. Hey.
5.
Say it again.
You subtract 5 from 16.
Yep, and that leaves me with negative x is equal to 11. And last thing I need to do, because it can't be negative. Very good, Picky. Yes, subtract 5. Melanie, you still here? You know you can always, anybody can request. I had like multi-guests on here for a minute, but, oh goodness, what is it? What's the last step? Because I gotta get rid of that, I have to get rid of that negative.
Negative.
Say it again. Divide by
So
negative.
it's an imaginary 1, so you want to switch it to, yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Z, that's what yep, Z said divide. So then that goes away, and I have x is equal to positive 11, which is answer choice D. Okay, answer choice D. Very good, everybody. I'll see y'all on this 4th of July evening, learning math and stuff, doing your thing, the thizzle. Did Melanin, you okay? Her phone must have cut out. All right, number, you good with that? DSP, I mean, you can. You said what?
I get it now.
Okay, you get it. Very good. Yeah, I'm back, but I got it. Okay, you got it. You got it. DSP, you can if you want. I mean, I can try to assist you, or you can DM me about it, but you can ask away. I'll talk in between trying to solve this problem. All right, number 11. Kind of similar a little bit. Johnny said, can I do another one like the one I just did? With the square root sign? If I make it up, it's mess around be kind of raggedy. Sure. Absolutely. All right, so bump number 11. So say I have the square root of x minus 6 is equal to 12. Because they made it real simple. Like it was real simple, right? So I always want to get what by itself. My whole entire purpose is to get what by itself. You can still talk, Raven.
Oh, I was going to let him say X by itself.
Oh, just Stacy G. See, Stacy, hey, travel influencer X, everybody X. So I'm trying to get X by itself. I want to know what X is equal to. Right now, X is trapped inside the Redican. You want to get the variable educated? Yes, everybody want to get the variable. So how do I get the variable by itself? What steps do I take to get it by itself? Square it. Z says square it. Why do I square it? The variable is X. Yes, Johnny. And how do I get to that X? Z said I square it. Why do I square it? Coops. Why am I squaring both sides? Absolutely correct. Yep, that's what we're about to do. Square both sides. What does this do? Why am I choosing to square it instead of divide? It cancels it out. Separate it. How does it cancel it out? I'm looking for a specific term. It does cancel it out. Why does it cancel it out? Olga said it cancels to get rid of the radish skin. Yes. Because they are what? Square root is the what of squaring it? Opposites. Perfect. Very good. So I'm always going to do the opposite of what I see to get the x by itself. Amazing. So when I square both sides, because this is actually 1/2, that's what that means. Not 1/2, I lied. It's something to the 1/2, but it's like a little bitty 2 right here. So I'm going to take that 2 and I'm going to put it right there. Now I have x minus 6 is equal to 12 to the power of 2 is a huge number. Opposite is right, Coops. Yeah, it's right. So 12 times 12. Melanin, stop playing. I seen it, but I was trying not to do too much. Thank you, girl. So it's 144. I don't know why. I don't know where they came from. I thought everybody be out popping fireworks. Nobody even shared it. Then you add 6 to one side and the other side. Perfect. Very good. So my last step is to get that all the way by itself. I do the opposite again. So x is equal to 144 plus 6, which is 130. Very good. Perfect. Good job, everybody. Y'all so smart. Ooh, y'all so smart. Smart up in here tonight. Yes, very good. All right, perfect. Johnny, you feel good about that? We'll do it. We'll jump back and do another one if you need me to. DSP, did you not want to ask your question about your class, or did you want to DM me? All right, so now we're finna do. I hate this question. I don't hate it, but you're welcome, Johnny. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Stats, I don't know. It depends on where you at. I'm in Texas, so we don't take statistics. We do pre-calculus and calculus. You're welcome, Johnny. But stats is more of like a lot of data. It's statistics. It's like that's what it is. I don't think it gets too hard, but it depends on like what math for entails. Look at statistics for wherever you at and pull up the concepts that y'all are gonna be learning that year, and that'll help you better know like how advanced it gets. Like look up a statistic course and it'll tell you how advanced it gets. We on number 11. We on number 11? You sure right. I just skipped number 12. Raven, you just gonna be letting me be up out here like
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna tell you when you was done talking.
Oh, okay, y'all just let me be out here like that in these streets out here looking like that. Why you do me like that? All right. So x minus 1. Does that help, DSP? Like I said, it just depends on how far you want to go with it. Because statistics, because I don't know, it's 12th grade, so I'm not sure. So I can try. I can look up some stuff and I'll let you know. Like I said, everybody level of hard is not, the same. I took stats. I'm a psychology major, so it depends on how analytical you want to be. All right, how y'all feel about this one? Because it's kind of similar to what we just did a minute ago. You're still solving for x. My whole goal is to get it by itself. It's just got a little bit extra going on because we got an x at the top and the bottom. Anybody know the first step that we would do to move the x or to get rid of numbers or anything like that?
For this one, can we use like some of the answer choices and like plug it in for X?
Absolutely. Yes. If you're not sure where to start, take them answer choices and plug them in. Now, I just don't want to do calculus because the struggle is real. Yeah, calculus ain't no joke. Calculus is no joke. Now, I will tell you that. That's a whole nother level of difficulty. Yeah, I didn't even like calculus. You said cancel the x out. Easy. How do you cancel the x out? Raven, you're going to start with what number? I'm going to let you put the numbers in there. Put 20 over 1. You can do that.
I can do -19.
You going to do -19? Okay. So we're going to do it a couple different ways, and we're going to see if we all get the same answer. I don't know, y'all. Let me go find my answer. Y'all don't know what the answer is. I wrote it down on my piece of paper. You said, is it Sienna? Is it 1 over 19? What'd you do? Let me get my paper. Let me get my sheet. There you go. Yeah. You said 1 over 19. How you get 1 over 19? Somebody said do x on both sides. You definitely can do x on both sides. That's how I solved it. Just cross multiply. Put 20 over 1 and cross multiply. Multiply both sides. There you go. Yeah. Scrappy, that's how I solved it, Scrappy. That's what I did. Raven is doing -19, Lizette. We gonna see. So I have somebody saying put it over 1 and then cross multiply. And you can do that because you end up getting 20x and then you'll still get 20 times x is equal to x over, you'll get x minus 1 is equal to 20x. You can do that. You can do that.
Okay, I'm a little stuck. When you do negatives, you're supposed to change the sign and the number, right?
Now when you multiplying it, yeah, it does. It definitely does. So whatever you said, because you had a negative 19 and you put it right here, right?
Yes.
Over negative 19 equals 20.
Yeah.
So that should have gave you a negative 20 over negative 19. Because it's like I'm already negative, so I'm going to do more negatives. So I don't have to
Oh
change
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who said J? Ain't no J's on here. Scrappy, you had already said what to do. Melanie, you good? Okay. So this one, Raven, I'm letting you do that. So this one is a little different because I will tell you the answer it's kind of hard to do it on this one. I mean, you can, but you'll eventually be like, okay, this is not working because it should equal 20 on the other side. Oh, congrats. Cool beans. Are you going to rewatch it on it? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. X minus 1 over x equals 20. What's good in here doing a little math? That's all, watermelon. That's all. Let me see if I missed somebody. Messages. Negative 19, Lizette. So my number sign said multiply x on both sides. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so here we go. The way that I'm still letting you go, Raven. Don't mind me. I'm just solving it a different way till we're gonna see if we get to the same answer. So for this, because there's a this at the bottom, I had somebody say you could cross multiply, which is absolutely correct. I think it was the travel influencer, I think. She's like cross multiply and divide, which is you can do that too. If you put a 1 at the bottom, since it's set up like a fraction. Me personally, I take this x because it's something in the denominator. I don't like fractions, so I get rid of them as soon as I can. And I understand that if I multiply this by the denominator, it's going to cancel it out. So I'm left with x minus 1 is equal to 20x, and then I can solve for x from there. And then it's something simple that you can mess with.
Okay, yeah, that's more easier.
Yeah, because it's a fraction. The answer going to be a fraction. So if it's something kind of like simple like this, and you know what to do, I would versus doing the answer part. And then you're going to divide by 19. And that's it. You done already. Very good. Yep, negative 1 over 19. Perfect. Raven is like, yeah, that's easier for me. That's doing the most. So you were close to do subtract, because you could have subtracted 20 on both sides, but then you would have still had to move the other one to the other side. All right, now we're doing number 12. I'm just making sure I didn't miss nobody questions. Oh, Naima said 20 over 1. Stacy said 20 over 1. I don't know if they still in there, but very good. Okay. All right, we almost done. Number 12. So with number 12, it's going to be a height. It's talking about the maximum of a parabola is what it's talking about. So when you get questions like this, you kind of have to know, okay, what part of algebra, what part of math are they coming through? No, not with calculus. That's not my specialty. But somebody in here with a BS in math and a master's in math, they may be able to help you, but woo, not me. I got an A in both of them, but I was in the summertime. I don't remember any of it. All I remember is the derivative. You at the club doing shit? I feel special. Melanie, you heard that? She talking about she at the club doing math on TikTok. I love it. All right, number 12. They gave us this equation. That's what we came to. So it says number 12, y t is equal to negative 16. Anytime you see that negative in that front part right there, you know this is a quadratic equation, parabola type of situation going on. Plus 20. Can y'all see that? Let me scoot it back. You know, I'll be tripping sometimes. There y'all go. Okay. Girl, it's the same. See, I be missing stuff. How long do I go live? Probably like 2 or 3 times a week. The past couple weeks, I be on it. I got somebody taking a test. Just because everybody's taking a TSI test coming up. So that's why I've been on so much. But if you have a test coming up, I'm going to be on live trying to help you. All right. You remember this question, Raven? Or Melanin? Yes. Is it B? That one. C and a yes. That's equal yes. We have to do negative B over 2A. So X is equal to. So this is what happens. I always draw a picture when I got something going on. He's standing up here on this building, right, at 20 feet, and he kicked this ball into the air, and they want to know what the point is. So this your little building right here, and it got windows on it, and we on the 20th floor or whatever, right? So he kicks this ball into the air, and they want to know what the height of it is. So that's going to be the maximum height, which is the vertex of the parabola. So you got a parabola, which is shaped like this. You got a vertex, okay? This is going to give me remember when I was talking about like how we determine when the y-intercept, the x-intercept, this is kind of like that. But this is your vertex. So we're going to use this to help us find out what our y value is. That's going to tell us how high, okay? Remember the y-axis is your vertical, your x-axis, go that way, okay? We're going to use A, B, and C. A, B, and C. This is A. This is B. This is C. We're going to take these numbers and put them into this equation. Once we figure out what X is, then we can figure out what Y is. So X is equal to negative B over 2A. What numbers am I going to insert into this formula? So X is equal to negative B over 2A. What numbers go where? So X is equal to negative B. What's negative B?
30.
You said negative 2?
Negative 32t, right?
Negative 32t. Yes. Zoe, is that what you mean? Because remember, this is B, so I want to take everything right here. So this is going to be negative 32 over 2 times A, which is what?
Negative 16t,
Oh,
second power.
yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer. Yes, Raven. Right? Raven, do you know? Do you know that? 16, yes. So negative 16. But don't forget your negative, Melanin. Don't forget your negative, okay?
Oh, so you don't write to t to the second power?
Nah, we just want the numbers. Just the numbers. Because the number is the A. So this is the quadratic equation. So it's ax squared plus bx plus c. So the x squared is always there. The x is always there. But the a, the b, and the c change, right? Or they're the constants. So that's what you want, the number. You want the coefficient of the variable, which is going to be the number only. That makes sense?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we're going to solve this. And somebody has, Zoe was like, no, that's the answer. That's right, Zoe. You got the answer. So we got negative 32 over 2 times negative 16, which is negative 32. Oh, I got my cap on the wrong marker. That's why I'm confused. Over negative 32, which is positive 1. So what do I do with that positive 1? Because I haven't found the answer. That's not the answer that I want. That's just giving me the x value of the vertex, right? So now I want to find the y value. What do I do? I want to know what y is equal to when x is 1. What do I do with that 1?
Change the t's to 1. We'll replace them.
Girl, who is Miss Pretty? Hey, Miss Pretty. That must have been an accident. Miss Pretty, did you mean to do that? Because I haven't seen you say anything. I'm sorry, what'd you say? Because I just can't be letting anybody in here on our math time. Oh, hey, T. Congratulations for finishing your math. Oh, okay. Hold on, ma'am. My bad. Okay. You can come on here. Hello. You can factor if you want to, but that negative 16 is a beast. And it's because if you factor this with that negative 16 in the front, remember you got to do negative 16 times 20, or you got to find two factors. That's a lot. You could always do that. Absolutely. You can always factor. I don't know if it'll give you the right numbers, but you can always factor. Miss Pretty joined. Okay, my bad, Raven. So we're gonna put that 1 back in here, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't we do the t to the second power when we was plugging it in for that x is equal to the
That
b over two a? Yeah, the negative b over 2a. Why didn't we do the exponents?
okay, because you only want the a variable, which is this. So this is a separate variable from the a. This is its own variable. So
Okay.
we only want to take the number.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so now we gotta find the other part. I see your question. My problem is I really did my foundation this week when I was supposed to learn. Yeah, that foundation. If you don't do say if something is built on a rocky foundation, not gonna stand. Raven, did you insert it in yet?
Yeah, but I'm about to solve it.
Okay, you about to solve it. Mail it in. You okay? She's taking her test tomorrow. That's who I'm concerned about. I'm just concerned about everybody though. Don't act like that. Andy, like which formula is needed and when? Right. You have to know, yeah. Yeah. You're so welcome. I'm not gonna mess up your name. But you're so welcome. Yeah, it's to know what formula at what time is very imperative. You really have to know. Because when I was doing this review last night, I had forgot that we had to use this formula, and I started thinking about factoring, and I started thinking about it. I was like, oh, wait, it's a vertex, it's a parabola. And that's what I tell everybody every night is when you look at the problem, do you know what you're supposed to do with it? Oh, wait, this is a height problem. This is whenever he kicked the ball off the thing. Oh, we're doing a parabola with a vertex. And then your mind says, I need to find a vertex, so I need to do x is equal to b over 2a. But you have to train your mind to think like that, and eventually it'll be instant. Quantum physics. You better do your thing, not me. I'm letting Raven solve this. She gonna tell us. Did anybody else solve it? Y'all put 1 in here, and all we gotta do now is
I
10 dots.
got 36.
That's it. Mm-hmm. So you got negative 16 plus 32 plus 20. Then negative 16 and 32 is going to be 16 plus 20, which is 36. Perfect. Absolutely right. Yep. Perfect. 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 That easy. That simple. We only got 2 more questions left. 2 more questions. 3. I lied. 3 of them. What time is it? Ooh, it's 10 o'clock. Is it simple? Okay, so let's look at number. What number we on? 13. think Melanie, her phone must have went out. No, she stays. She's still on here though. It'll be easy when y'all talk, cause I can't be going back and seeing. Oh, she here. Okay, you so quiet, Melanie. You know this is like you number one. You know. She what she say? Oh, she OG. She one of the originals. Right, but I'm gonna put you on the team too though. You on there too though. She done send me an email and everything like
Cause I need to
skip the
pass.
DM, huh?
I need to pass.
Yeah, she skipped the DM. She was like, "Ma'am, I emailed you. Oh, the internet. I know, internet be tripping. Well, hopefully you do on Monday, right? And I can get on the weekend. Look, I don't do a lot. As you see, it's 4th of July. I'm at the house teaching math. Saturday, I'm gonna be at the house too. Sunday, I'm gonna be at the house too. All right. So Cindy's backyard. It's rectangular. Anytime they give me a shape, I draw a picture. I just need it in my. I just need to. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all talk in the comments. The perimeter is 72 feet. Okay, so I need y'all have to make sure that you write it down so you make sure you answer the question. The perimeter is 72 feet. It says that the length of the yard is 18 feet longer than the width. How would I show that as numbers and letters? It says 18 more than the width. What would that look like as a math sentence with a number and a letter? What would that look like?
Would
Let's
it
talk about the length.
18 plus W?
Yes, 18 plus W, because did it tell me what the width was? No. So we're gonna let that be W. And then it says, what's the area? Boom. Area. So this question is asking me to find the area. Do not forget that. Thank you, Z. Do not forget that. Yes, Miss Pretty. Do not forget that. Our goal is to find the area of this shape. Now it told me I don't know what the width is, so I'm just gonna use W. But my length is 18 plus W. That's how I'm gonna write that in there. Can y'all hear that squeaky marker? I'm so sorry if you can. Okay. And then they told me my perimeter is 72. L2 plus W2. Yes, for the perimeter. You can do that. We could do 2 times length plus 2 times width. What would we set that equal to? Yes, Miss Pretty?
I'm trying to see. When you're doing perimeter, does each side be equal the same?
The opposite sides do, yes.
Okay.
So Mimi gave us a formula and she said, go ahead, Miss Pretty.
Oh, I don't have nothing to say.
Oh, okay. So you can definitely do the formula for perimeter. You can either do 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Or what do we do with perimeter? Or you can just
Add it all together.
add it all together, whatever's easier for you. Okay. But remember they told me that perimeter is equal to what?
72.
72. So I'm going to go ahead and put that 72 in here is equal to 2 times, what's my length?
18 plus W.
Perfect. 18 plus W. And then 2 times my width, which is just going to be, what's
Plus
my width?
2W.
2W. 72. Yes, Melon, I got you meant 72. Not the area though. Remember, it's the perimeter. We haven't got the area yet. They trying to confuse you. That's why I said this question right here, I tell you. So remember they told me that the perimeter, I'm messing with y'all. The perimeter is 72. So now you would solve this. What am I solving for? What am I trying to find?
The width.
And how would I do that?
Try to get W by itself. Solve the equation, get W by itself.
So first thing I need to do is what?
Solve in parentheses.
Yes. Yep. So I'll have equals What do I do with that 2 out there?
Multiply it with everything in the parentheses.
Yes. So I got 2 times 18, which is
36.
mm-hmm. And then 2 times W
2W.
plus 2W. Okay. And this is 72. Now what? Yes, 36, 2W. Very good, Melanin. I see you. I don't know why you just don't jump on here. You don't want to talk tonight. Oh, because your internet keep messing up. I know that's why. My bad. Okay, so now we got 36 plus 2W plus 2W. What do we need to do with these? Add the like terms. Yes. Okay, so we got 72 is equal to 36 plus 2 and 2 is 4. All right, very good. Oh, get that baby sleep. That's not right. We don't mind a little slow. Thank you for sharing the live, Jamila. Or Jamila. So now what am I going to do? I got the 36. I combine my like terms. Subtract 36 made me very good because I got to get the W's by itself. So I'm trying to remove all the numbers. 72 minus 36. I'm going to end up having to go right over here. What's 72 minus 36? 36. So
36
now I
or
have 30.
46?
Say it. Then Miss Pretty, what'd you say?
Is it 36 or 46?
36.
Okay. I would.
Just, yeah, 3 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Almost Z, 36. Naima, I think that's your name. Yes, and then my last thing to get W by itself is to separate that multiplication, and the opposite of that is to, oh, that's okay, Z. I know, I figured so, is divide by 4. So what is W equal to? Yes, Joe. So now W is equal to
9.
9. We did all of that to get W is equal to 9 to do what?
To find out what is the length, you can plug in 18 plus 9 to get the length.
Very good. Okay. So 18 plus 9. So instead of a W, now this is a 9. And what did I get? 18 plus 9 is
27.
27. So now that I know my length is 27, my width is how much?
9.
9. And what did I answer the question yet?
What is the area is the question.
Right. And how do we find the area of a rectangle?
Length times width.
Perfect. So I'm going to take all the information I found and I'm going to say area is equal to, I hope y'all got that. Area is equal to length times width. Area is equal to 27 times 9. The area of this rectangle is, which math is this? It's like pre-algebra, algebra, rare.
243?
Yes, Jasmine, 243? Mm-hmm. Perfect. So 240 feet. Excellent. So that would be answer choice C. Very good, Melanin. Very good. Not toilet neighbor. Yeah, let me scooch it to the side. I can't see. Very good. I need hasty math. Oh, I never heard of that. Oh, help. Did you say help? Did you hazy? I don't know what it is. Oh, wow. You're welcome. All right, we got 2 more, y'all, and we gonna finish this review tonight. Everybody good?
Yep.
Okay. Miss Pretty, you good? Oh, nursing. Oh, bless your heart. Okay, so this is the number 14 is talking about they give you a chart. I'm not gonna write it all down because I am gonna write the numbers in a minute. But it asks you, it says it gave you the high temperatures for 5 cities. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is how I would set this up. The median is 81. What does median mean? What does median mean? What does median mean?
Middle.
middle, the number that's directly in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 81 because they told me that 81 is the median, and I'm going to put it in the middle. That's my most middle number, okay? Then it says, which of the following could not have been the high temperature? It couldn't have been the high temperature for last Thursday. So they gave me answer choices. They said, is it 85? Is it 75? Is it 65? Or is it 55? It says, which one of these could not have been included as a high temperature? Okay? So we're going to look at our answer choices and try to decide which one is not going to fit. Y'all better go ahead, nursing. Mimi, you said 55. Why do you pick? You think it's 55? So where would 55 go on here?
Can you read the question again?
It says, which one of these answer choices would not fit in the data set? So the numbers that they gave me, I forgot you don't have a chart. So they gave me high temperatures for the week. Okay, and they said the high temperatures for the week was T degrees. We're not sure what that one is. Another one was 87 degrees. We had an 81 degree day, a 62 degree day, and a 93. Now, it says which one of these answers cannot be included. We're trying to figure out what T, and it's not like the coldest number, or the hottest number, or anything. We're just trying to fit which one of these will not fit in this data. Like which one of these cannot be included if the median is 81. So remember, when I write my data out, I'm going to write it in order from what to what?
Least to greatest.
From least to greatest, right? If I know that my least number on here is maybe 62, it could be 55. What I'm trying to determine is which one of these answer choices cannot fit into this data set. So if I have an 85, where would 85 go? Below or above 81?
Above 81.
Above. So I could put 85 up here. But then I also need to put what on this list?
87.
I need to put an 87. So I know if the 87 is right here, then the 85 have to go
right there.
Right here. So that would work, right?
No, because you have a 93.
Oh, I got a 93. So is that going to work?
No.
Because I need to put a 93 and a what?
The 80.
And the 87. So does 85 work? So 85 can't fit.
Oh, okay. We're using those numbers as well from the high temperature. Okay. Okay.
Yep, I gotta put these in too. So, but it's the thing is, it's like dangles. I know I got a 62 down here. So Mimi, if I would have put a 55 would work.
Because you don't have no other numbers from the high temperatures that's lower than 81.
Exactly. 55 would work. 65 would work. 75 would work. The only one that is not gonna work is gonna be that what?
85.
The 85, because I already got two that's up there. Mimi, does that make sense? So you was giving me numbers that did work, but we was looking for the ones that did it, and I didn't put. I should have put not. I forgot everybody don't have the paper. We want to know which one of these would not work in this data set. Y'all are funny. Mimi, okay, very good. All right, y'all okay? Does that make sense? How you have to arrange them. So it's different when you don't have the paper, but yeah, we would actually put all the data that did exist in here and then try to figure out which one of these don't fit. Okay? All right, last one. I know it's a lot of, you can't be doing math for too long. You get tired. Did I answer this question? I think this is the only question I didn't answer last night. Let's see if I can get it. Because I had mapped all this out, and that's when my car started tripping. All right, number 15 is a probability problem, it looks like. Last question of the evening, unless somebody got some questions, but I know you don't take your test till Monday. Miss Pretty, do you have a test coming up?
No, I just really like math, and I just seen you was on live, and I got on here.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
How often you get on live?
I've been doing it pretty consistent, probably every night, Monday through Thursday. What Melanie
Okay,
said
and
I did
I
every
did.
Monday.
I followed you too, so I can see it more often too.
Okay, yeah, the past few weeks have been almost at least every other night, at least 3 to 4 times, a week. But Melanie, you finna take your test. You're not even gonna be here with me anymore. Are you come back on here, Miss Bree? Say she just on here because she like math. Melanie internet tripping. She may not. She may not
What
got
kind of
it.
test is
Okay.
everyone taking? Like, is it a certain test or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called the Raven. Oh, I thought
I'm
Raven had
taking
got
the
on here.
TSI.
Girl, I'm still going. Okay. I like math too. TSI. Yep. Okay, good. Y'all better come see me. So yeah, so it's a college entrance exam. So if they didn't have SAT or ACT scores, they take the TSI test to see what level of math they would place in at the college when they go to
Okay.
school. Mm-hmm. Yep. Ooh, I need some new markers, y'all. Hold up. All right, so we got 20 children. That's a good mark. You know I'm a teacher because I like when I get a good marker with good ink. Oh, I love me a good marker. Don't say you hate math. Quit saying that, right? Yeah. Don't act like that. Well, I'm glad y'all here anyway. So we got 8 boys. 4 boys have a speaking part. And then it says 8 girls don't. So we want to know the probability of a girl speaking part. Okay, so number 20 says there are 20 children in the cast of the play. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't think y'all talking to me. I think y'all talking to each other. She said, I hate math. The wonderful lady helped me pass. Oh, thank you, Joe. I'm glad. Y'all better stop. Okay, so 20 children in the cast of a play. 8 children are boys. So that means, oh, that right there was important. It says there's 20 children in the play. 8 of the children are boys. Cynthia, you said 8 girls would get a speaking part. It's actually a fraction. So what fraction of that would that be? Because they gave us fractions of answers. So the probability, it gave us a fraction versus like the amount of people. It wants to know the probability, so it would be in a fraction.
You have to subtract the boys from the children, and that's 12.
So 12 girls? Okay, so that's good because we need to know. So I got 8 boys and then I have 12 girls, right? So I got 8 boys and I got 12 girls, so I got 20 children total. Now, 8 girls don't have a speaking part. 4 boys do have a speaking part, right? And it says if a child is cast and chose, what's the probability that the child has a speaking part? Oh, my bad, not the girls. I lied. This baby read is fundamental. Yes, it is. So we don't care who it is. Rio Lucas says 4/5. Nope, that's not an answer choice. Not quite, Rio. Close though. You very close to it. All right, so let's look. Probability is just. So we want to know the probability of somebody having a speaking part. I got 12 girls, 8 boys. 8 do not have a speaking part. And of the girls, 8 do not have a speaking part. So how many girls do have a speaking part?
4.
Right. So 4 girls do. And how many boys do?
4.
Okay, so how many children have a speaking part total?
8.
Altogether.
10.
How many out of the boys and the girls? So how many have a speaking part? So I got 4 boys that have a speaking part, and I have oh my bad, you just said 8. I lied.
Right.
You had it right. So you said 8, right? 8 of them have a speaking part?
Yeah, because it's 4 girls and 4 boys.
Right. Out of how many total kids?
20.
So then what's the probability of choosing at random and they having a speaking part?
2 over 5.
2 over 5. So Rico, when you did 1/4, what numbers are you using? Melanin and Raven, did y'all get that? 2/5 Z? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
said,
right.
hey, God didn't see it. It's too many. See, you got it. You so smart. She said, I said, hey, my bad. I didn't see it. That's why we don't care if he's snoring. I be telling you get on her so I can hear you. I missed it. 50%. I missed everybody. Miss Pretty said 2/5, 1/3. I didn't see none of that. Danny, everybody else, I missed it. So I'm sorry. I do apologize. Charge it to my eyes. I'm sorry. My bad. Cynthia said, oops, how's it 2/5? Okay, I'm glad you said that. So this is how it's 2/5. Somebody else can explain it if you want to, because I don't. Y'all know we let Walter not on here today. That's why I don't like using this marker. It's a good marker, but it's hard to erase. What is probability? The amount that you what over the amount that you what? Probability is always a fraction, and it always compares what to what. Let me turn around and look. Hazel said, how is it 2/5? Factors of 4. So when I have a probability is what I want. Because y'all sitting here acting like y'all don't know. What I want
Total.
out of my total probabilities. All right, so what did I want to happen? What was I trying to get out of this problem?
Children with the speaking part.
Right, so I was trying to figure out how many children had speaking parts. The total always goes at the bottom. Okay, the total always goes at the bottom. So from the information that they gave me, it says that 8 boys and 4 of them speak, right? So that's 4. Then they said out of the girls, we figured out part out of whole. Yes, Cynthia. Yes, ma'am. You got it. Part out of whole. And then for the girls, it told me that 8 do not have a speaking part. So then I had to figure out how many did have a speaking part. And we found out that was 4 girls. So there's a total of 8 students that speak over 20 total students. So the probability of me getting a child that speaks will be 8 out of 20. Then you have to always simplify, right? And then that's how we got 2/5. You got it? Okay. And we simplified by what factor did y'all use? You're welcome, Faisal.
I used 2.
You used 2, and that got you down to 4 over 10. Then what? You did 2 again?
Yeah.
Yep, or you can do 4. And look what happens. I'm going to tell y'all. So she got 2 over 5. Y'all got 4 because how many times did she simplify? Twice. And she used 2 both times. What's 2 times 2? 4. Same thing. Same thing. So it don't matter if you do it 2 and then do 2 again or you do 4. Very good. You're welcome, Faisal. That's all for tonight. I'm sorry, y'all not tired. I'm tired.
Yes, I have work in the morning too. So
Oh, you Raven? My bad. What time you gotta do at work?
8.
Oh, girl, I gotta go do hair in the morning at 9, but I gotta leave here by 8:30, so I gotta drive a little ways away. Z talk about good night. You gotta be at 8. Everybody gotta be at work at 8 in the morning. Girl, yeah, goodbye, y'all. Good night. Let's go to bed. I'm not gonna go to bed, but I'm gonna get out here and stop thinking so much. You welcome. Good night, Cynthia. Well, if you
Good night,
take it
everybody.
tomorrow, Melanie, you better let me know. What'd you say, Raven? You said good night? I don't know what you said. Raven.
Yeah, I was saying good night. My phone froze for a second.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Have a good day at work too. You be okay if I get on tomorrow, you be here? What's
Yeah.
tomorrow, Friday? I don't have much time. I'm nervous to take it. Girl, ma'am. You got it. Go, Melanin, go. At least you can see what's on it. Oh, I think you had took it before. I mean, we'll wait till you think a day gonna make a difference? If you take it tomorrow, you take it on Saturday morning? If not, then just go ahead and take it. Do you think you're ready? Miss Pretty, you finna say something? If you think, melanin phone probably done messed up. Can I do, what's a fraction? What's a fractals? Fractions or fractals? I don't know what a fractals. I have to look it up. I'll look it up. If I get on tomorrow, it's Friday. Y'all don't want to be relaxing on Friday? You are overthinking it. Just use the answers and plug them in if you can. All right. Good night, Melanin. Oh, fraction radicals. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like to the power two. I mean, square root 2/3 is actually, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Ooh, we don't be going that high here, but I can if you want me to. I just have to look it up.
What time tomorrow?
It'll be late, probably like 8.
Okay, that's good.
Huh? You said what?
That's good with me because I'll be off work, so I can do that.
8. Okay. I'll make a post tomorrow if I decide to get on. Like I usually do, like a story or something. And I'll let y'all know because I don't have no more questions. I gotta find some more questions too. So,
Bye.
all right, have a good night. See you later. All right, everybody. Mimi talking about she laughing. Listen, what class you taking, Mimi? Good night, Lily. Y'all see me looking tired? I need some Carmex. I need some chapstick and everything. Developmental algebra. They got you doing that? That's the class. I taught that class for 5 years. I taught that class for 5 years, so, but we didn't do fraction radicals though. But yeah, I taught that class for 5 years. So that's why I'm teaching this to try to get them out of developmental algebra. But yeah, if you ever have questions, my email is tutorfortips@gmail.com. Like, take a screenshot, send it to me. And then I'll make a video for you and I'll post it. I may not be super quick with it, but I'll do my best to get it on there for you. But yeah, if you have any questions, if I can answer it, I'll do my best to answer it if I can. Okay? But if I get back on tomorrow, like I said, it'll probably be like 8 o'clock and I'll let everybody know. Hey, Jazz. All right? I'm gonna go sit on the sofa and drink my Arnold Palmer. All right, you're welcome. All right, y'all have a good night.